You ever just walk into your kitchen and your brain goes, hey, what if this spoon became a weapon? No? Just me? Cool. But seriously, your brain is running disaster drills 24/7. And you don't even realize it. Welcome to the daily chaos your brain hides from you, and no, you're not as safe as you think. Your brain is basically the control center of a meat rocket hurtling through chaos. It's running millions of background processes at once, breathing, blinking, balancing, remembering where your keys are not. But here's the fun part. The human brain is alarmingly easy to shut off. One wrong bump to the head? Lights out. Trip on the stairs. Fall just right. Bonk. Suddenly your consciousness is buffering. Your skull isn't some kind of indestructible helmet. It's more like a slightly upgraded eggshell filled with electricity and childhood trauma. People have died from slipping in the shower. Others have lived through parachute malfunctions. The rules are inconsistent and terrifying. Your brain doesn't care. It's like, oh, we're losing oxygen? Guess we'll just never wake up. So while you're sipping iced coffee and doomscrolling, remember, your brain is a miracle. Yes, but one with the physical durability of a wet sandwich. Your heart beats around 100.000 times a day. Like a tiny drummer keeping the rhythm of your life. Pretty romantic, right? Until you realize it's also one electrical hiccup away from just stopping. We call it sudden cardiac arrest, and it's basically the body's version of rage quitting. One misfired signal and your heart throws a tantrum, starts twitching instead of pumping. And within seconds, everything goes very dark. And the worst part? This can happen to people who are perfectly healthy. You could be jogging, laughing, or winning at trivia night, and suddenly your heart is like, nah, we're done here. Luckily, there are defibrillators. Unluckily, most people don't know where to find one unless they're already in a hospital or accidentally in a Die Hard sequel. So yeah, your heart is essential, but it's also a little unpredictable diva that you really don't want to annoy. You eat, what, 3 meals a day? Maybe 5 if snacks count and dignity doesn't? That's thousands of opportunities every year to die via tortilla chip. Your windpipe and food pipe are literally next door neighbors. That little flap, your epiglottis, is the only thing stopping your lunch from going straight into your lungs like an uninvited guest. Sometimes it just misses. 1 second you're enjoying a grape. The next your airways like, we're closed for the evening. Cue the wide-eyed panic, the universal choking sign, and the hope that someone around you remembers the Heimlich maneuver and not just what it sounds like. And don't get smug because you chew slowly. People have choked on water. Water, the one thing your body is mostly made of. Eating is basically a daily game of Russian roulette, with cutlery. Let's talk about your house. You're safe, cozy, Pinterest board of a home. You know what else it is? A booby-trapped death zone with walls. Stairs are fall factories. The bathroom is a porcelain slip and slide. And don't get me started on rugs. Rugs are traitors. 1 minute you're vibing in your socks. The next you're horizontal, regretting your life choices while your cat watches in judgment. And those ceiling fans? Those spinny little decor items? They've fallen on people while they slept. And yes, it made the news. Basically, your home is a silent, polite murder cube. It's not trying to kill you aggressively, it's just passively waiting for your balance to betray you. But hey, at least your throw pillows are cute. Your immune system is like a nightclub bouncer that mostly works off vibes. Sometimes it blocks actual threats like viruses and bacteria, go team. Other times, it just loses its mind over pollen, or decides your peanut butter sandwich is a biological weapon. When it works, you don't notice. When it doesn't, you get allergies, fevers, hives, or the full-blown autoimmune special. Your body attacks itself. Like a dog chasing its own tail but with way more inflammation. Then there are infections. A paper cut could be the start of a flesh-eating bacteria party. A bad oyster? Welcome to gastrointestinal chaos and an urgent need for plumbing sympathy. And let's not forget sepsis. The final boss of infection. It's your immune system going so hard it takes you out with the invader. Like trying to kill a spider by setting your house on fire. So yeah, your body's defense system is heroic, but occasionally unhinged. You're in a metal box going 70 miles per hour, surrounded by other metal boxes, all piloted by people who might be texting, eating tacos, or mentally arguing with their ex. Driving is statistically one of the most dangerous things you do every day. Yet we do it while blasting music and sipping coffee like we're not one sneeze away from accidentally veering into existential oblivion. And don't forget road rage. Some people treat lane changes like duels. You cut me off? Prepare for passive-aggressive brake lights and moral superiority. And that's before we get to actual accidents. Black ice, hydroplaning, deer doing parkour across the highway, chaos. So next time you're commuting, just remember, you're in a 2-ton murder sled powered by explosions. Surrounded by strangers doing the same. And we trust each other to stay in our lanes? Good luck with that. Your body is flammable, you are made of fat, water, and regret, and in the right, or very wrong, conditions. You can light up like a human birthday candle. Ever heard of spontaneous combustion? It's rare, yes, but it has happened. People supposedly just burst into flames, with no clear ignition source. Most scientists agree it's likely a combination of factors: body fat, oxygen, heat, but still, you might just catch fire, isn't a comforting sentence. And your surroundings? Not helping. We casually live next to open flames, candles, stoves, plug-in sketchy chargers, overload power strips, and still think fire extinguisher is optional kitchen decor. Basically, if your life were a Sims game, you'd have a constant +2 risk of flaming out because you cooked spaghetti next to a dish towel. So yeah, maybe blow out the candle before you nap. Blood clots. The body's band-aid system, unless it goes rogue. Because your blood doesn't always wait for an injury to clot. Sometimes it's just like, I think we'll stop flowing here today. And bam, deep vein thrombosis. Stroke. Pulmonary embolism. The worst part? You might not notice until it's a full-on emergency. Swollen leg? Could be nothing. Could also be a ticking time bomb that decides to move north and mess with your lungs or brain. Long flights. Dehydration. Sitting too long. Boom. Risk factors. Bonus. Some people are genetically more prone, and they don't find out until their circulatory system throws a fit like a teenager with no Wi-Fi. Blood. Essential, dramatic, and occasionally insubordinate. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy weird, slightly horrifying facts delivered with a smile. See you next time.